Hey, family. I came on here to quickly run this by you. Um, the whole thing is for me is they want us to think that this man not this man totally ignored the consequences of action. Consequences of action that he deliberately seeked to kill people in the capital, where the same people didn't care about it when it was happening in the cities. To us in our cities, Black Lives Matter people out here causing all kinds of mayhem. They didn't care. Those people actually supported that. They supported that. They they put it on the people. They instead of telling us to take it to the Capitol, as Black people, they would never tell Black people to take anything to the Capitol. But white people know to take it to the Capitol. But I'm not saying that it was right what they did going into the Capitol. And there's a certain way you deal with things. There's a certain way to handle things. And you definitely don't burn your own neighborhoods. You don't I don't care whether you're white or black. You don't destroy your cities. You don't destroy the place where you live. You don't destroy any place really. You just deal with your grievances. You deal with them in a more thought. That's why I say always say the mind is powerful if you use it. Our minds, our brains are powerful, and that's the thing. People don't want you to use it. So that's why they would they they would put forth this absurd thing that Trump actually intentionally seeked out to take over, have his people take over the White House somehow, to go and try to forcefully turn over the election. Do you know the consequences of that? Do you know that that man would never succeed at that? Was it a successful thing? No, it wasn't successful. But this is the level of thinking they want us to think that someone else has. They want us to think that Trump has this level of thinking, and they've successfully trained people's minds, consciousness to go along with this through propaganda, through the news, media. Who I might add is a lot of LGBT people, majority, that are going to be your experts talking, giving these talking points. Of course, they're going to disagree. Um, of course, they're going to disagree because the agenda is not for America, for us to strive. It's for to kill us off. It's to knock us off through uh, through these sexual deviance way manners, and not only that, through popular culture, um, as seen by the Dems. I'm going to show tomorrow. Well, tonight, this evening, I'm going to go live and I'm going to show our Black community, and why people like Nancy Pelosi, who's so-called, according to my auntie, who has always supported Black people. Why haven't we seen anything change in our community? Why haven't we seen anything great happening in our communities? Well, we'll get into that tonight on my live stream. But um, the whole thing is beautifully, we can see that it's hate and discontent personally with this person, with this person. Because the whole thing is, if he wanted to run for office again, which he understood he could, hey, Mr. Power Brain, why would he even think to do this? Me personally, being that I'm a little psychic and I know things, I see this as their setup. I see that they set this up and they're making it look like he fell into their trap. Now, they have to make it look like he fell into their trap. So, he didn't fall into their trap. And the problem they have is that he's not there to cooperate with them. So they want to intentionally put forward that why is he not here to speak for himself? Because the charges that they're holding against the man, it's not him directly that did anything. So my question is, where's the criminal proceedings before the impeachment? Also, why would you think the president of the United States would do this? Why would you think all along, for 5 years, these people have been doing nothing but attacking this man? They didn't support him and his success for the country. They didn't think about the people at all. They didn't think about us. They didn't think about us at all. They didn't think about us at all. No, I'm not in Alaska. No. And no, I don't have Gorilla Glue in my hair either. No, I don't have Gorilla Glue. I just know how to manage my hair without spraying it with Gorilla Glue. I think that gel is enough, even though I don't have no gel in my hair. You see, you don't really need gel. If you can't eat it, do not put it in your hair. If you can't eat it organically, do not put it in your hair. But anyways, I digress on that. But anyways, the whole thing is the level of thinking they expect us to have. This is why I left the Dem Party. I left the Dem Party about what I told you all about last night, about them killing Libya's leader, cold-blooded. And when I've always felt something deep about Clinton, and she verified that when she brushed a black young lady off, and told her, "Will you become president?" And I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot, and I've seen enough, and I'm like, that's why, I'm glad I would slam the door if they come to my door again about voting the Dems in their faces. This is why I would never vote again in this country. It's all a great big mess of confusion. And they like it like that because they're never going to do anything to progress. They want to call themselves progressive. No, you're not progressive. There's nothing progressive about this. There's nothing progressive about Black people staying at the level that we've been at for a long, long time. There's nothing progressive about telling us that you can't make a law, but we see you make laws for Asians, out here to get some kind of special attention and special reparations. But we, as Black people, can't get that. So it just doesn't make any kind of, it just doesn't, they can't make it make sense. They can't make none of this make sense. And frankly, all of this is based on opinion. This impeachment is, they're going to convict him on opinion. He's convicted on opinion, no evidence, no tangible evidence, which they're not good at tangibles at all. We should know that as Black people by now, that they're not good at giving any kind of tangibles. They can't even give justice or tangibles in the Senate. They're not even trying to do that, you know. So we don't see tangibles in this case. We don't see hard, concrete proof that says this man intentionally seeked out to do something, because it was these people who chose to do this, and the people were from various different groups. And now they want to tell on the news that these groups don't exist. Okay, they don't exist. They don't exist because just like the CIA, who works for the deep state, half of the people probably, I'm not going to say everybody, and the FBI, you can put people in place. You can put people in place as actors when you need them. See, that's why our team, the righteous, we need one or two things. We either need a superhero, or we need someone who's above all of this and is powerful. Maybe we can make a Captain America. Maybe somebody who scientifically knows how to create the machine, and we can turn someone into the high spy that we need to prevent and intervene when people are doing things, blindsiding the people and trying to do high crimes against the people. You know. Hey, cuz at AT. Hey. So I know something has to give. And I know common sense will prevail in this existence. It will. And I know that because there's no common sense in this case, unless they can bring the people hardcore proof of planning, and not just what you think in your mind because you hate somebody. You have hate and discontent. This does not ride. Hate and discontent for someone and just saying they did it. We know they did it because of their actions, because they did this. This is your opinion. This is opinion. So you want to prevent somebody from ever taking office again on opinion, when we know that everybody in that room, except for his defense, do not like him anyways, or borderline don't like the man. You know, there's some people on the jury that may be in, but I just say they already made their minds up a long time ago. We see this. We've seen this. They made their minds up day one when this man made it into office, and it shocked him that he even made president. So really, there's nothing for any patriots or supporters of Trump to be worried over, because like I always talk about, there's an unseen world too. There's an unseen hand that's going to reveal everything to us, whether it's right for his side or not for his side. At least we will always have the truth, and we will always have that spiritual unseen world that it's going to bring it forward and make things right. So with that said, family, true love, real peace, the highest self within you, the soul, that's your real superhero. If you allow it to just take over you, and then as a whole, we can prevent these things from happening, because we don't need these news. We don't need the weatherman. We don't need all this telling us anything. That's the whole thing. You know, like they say, you graduate from college, but the ball is always, it's always with the ball, you know? I was listening to a man and he was speaking real today. I might share his video later on. But the ball, it's always with the ball, you know? We just graduate from college and go work for someone else. Work for someone instead of, building our own. And we really need to start building our own. I got all this education. I'm trying to build my own. I want to build my own. So I'm going to end it on that note. Peace and love, family. Tonight, I'll see y'all tonight.